My name's Marty Hall. My story is, as a child, I was raised by a hardcore Marine, and there was no emotions or anything like that in how I was raised. It was just strict God, duty, honor, country, but God was at the top, and He didn't handle the little things, so you handled them on your own. And all through that, I didn't feel any kind of emotional support for as I was growing up. It was very strict. That made me a very strict person and a good student and great grades, but no emotional side of it. And as I kept growing up and going through high school and graduating, and with 4.0, proud to 4.0 for my dad, but well, that was a good job, son. No. And so it's kind of, I kept having those, I kept searching for that kind of support, that acceptance of what I was doing, how good I was trying to do it. I got married, that failed, because again, I just didn't know how to be in a relationship. I had many girlfriends after that, failed. And they finally got to the point where I kept failing so often, I started saying, I don't belong in this world. And one night coming home from a breakup, decided that I would just take my life. Nobody would have to deal with me anymore. And I pulled off to the side of the road in my car with my pistol that I always carried and put it to my head to take my life. And just as I did that, I heard the words, "I have other plans for you." I looked all around in the car like there was somebody sitting in my back seat. Looked outside, there was nobody there. I put the gun down and went home. Everything after that scared me, that startled me. Everything after that situations started happening. When I was at the job I was doing, my boss had a spare ticket to this Christian Businessmen's Association breakfast. And his nephew couldn't go because he was sick, and he came to me and said, "Hey, I got a spare ticket. You want to go have breakfast with me?" And I said, "Well, I'm on the clock. Do you want me to clock out?" He says, "No, stay on the clock." Okay, I'm going to go have breakfast on the clock with my boss. Okay, I can do that. Sorry, I was a little, but I went. Great breakfast, great speaker. It was really amazing type of guy standing up there giving us information that really hit my soul. Saw my boss fill out the little card at the breakfast. You know, what's your first time you here? All like that. Yeah, I'm cheating off his answers. Okay, fill this out, fill that out. Yes, I'd like a visit afterward. Put it in. Went back to work. About a week later, two guys came into the office and said, "We'd like to talk to you, Marty." I said, "Well, I'm at work right now. Can we meet some other time?" And they talked to my boss, and Wayne Coleman said, No, you're fine. Go ahead. Close the door. Have a conversation. On the clock? Yeah, I don't care. Okay. And these two guys, Chuck and Rob, sat me down and asked me one important question. He said, "If you died tomorrow, are you going to heaven or hell?" And I said, "Well, I haven't killed anybody. I'm sure I'm going to heaven. I mean, I always know God was there in the military training and bringing up." He said, "No, that's not how it works." He said, "You have to accept His gift, His sacrifice in order to go to heaven. Do you?" I was so ready. I just poured out right then. Yes, I definitely want this. Everything after that just started falling in place. It was like God's plan being enacted. I met groups of men that surrounded me, became friends, supported me, gave me the support that I needed through what I was going through. Bible studies that I joined, again, were more supportive men that gave me the support that I need to hone me into a better man. It's just been a God journey. I didn't realize until my first Bible study that I have other plans for you was scripture. And I had never read a Bible before that. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you. Thank you.